elbows are shoulder width apart. I've clasped my hands and I've made that little mini adjustment in my pinky fingers. My thumbs are open. I'm going to fit the back of my head into my palms, and my thumbs will fit on my occiput. And I'm going to remember the vicinity of that spot. It's kind of on the crown, but a slightly little bit forward. Right away, I want you to just see I'm too far back. You can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm too far forward.
Yes.
You can see that, right?
Yeah.
And now I'm just about right for me. I'm going to turn my toes under. I'm going to press my elbows and forearms into the ground. I'm going to lift my knees. Basically, it's a downward facing dog with my head on the floor. So right now, I'm going to quit using my arms as much as I should. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
Now I'm going to press my elbows and forearms into the ground. And now do you see the difference?
Yes.
So this could be your headstand forever. And it would be an accomplishment. This is a great headstand. If you want to move forward from here, you might walk your feet in a little closer. And I'm stacking my what above my what?
Your hips above your shoulders.
Exactly. Because essentially this is a handstand, but I just happen to be on my head. So if your hamstrings are real long, you might walk your feet in pretty close. If they're not super duper long, you might just go to here. And then pressing forearms and elbows down, I'm going to bend the knee and bring the heel in like that, and bring it down. Then I'll bend the knee and bring the heel in like that. And I'm not going to get so worked up about my legs, I'm going to forget about my shoulders. I'm going to keep pressing my elbows and my shoulder blades in the floor. And that might be enough. And maybe it's a good idea just to stay there. If you're fairly comfortable, press elbows and bring both knees into the chest. And that might be where you stay. I like to imagine being inside a toilet paper roll. And I'm going to keep my body real compact. And I'm going to send my thighs up. And I'm going to keep my heels towards my bum. And I'm still in that compact little tube. And then from here, I'll extend my knees and take my knees up. So I can actually, I don't recommend this, but I can move my head around because I'm using my arms so much. I have a tiny bit of breathing space under my head, just a teeny bit. To come out of this, I'll reverse how I came in. I'll bend my knees. I'll bend at the waist. I'll release my feet. So all of that was with my hands like this. I could do all of that with my palms together and fitting the back of my head into the notch between my wrists. Same as before. And this one is even easier to get sort of a space between the head and the floor. And I don't want you to think about, oh my God, I have to elevate my head. Your head is in contact with the ground. You're just not carrying a ton of pressure on your head. You're just not carrying a ton of pressure. You're really using your arms. So with the second version, palms together, fitting my head in between my wrists. I'll make sure that my elbows are shoulder width apart. I'll fit my sweaty head right in there, right in the notch. I'm finding the right spot. There it is. And I'm squeezing. I'm making a framework with my arms and I'm fitting my head right into it. I turn my toes under and I lift up. And this might be enough. In fact, I recommend just leaving it like this. If you do other headstand practice, you might walk your toes in. You might bring the knees in one at a time, heel to the butt. You might bring them both in. And as soon as I brought my feet on the floor, off the floor, I had to press my elbows and my forearms more. If you start seeing someone's shoulders moving towards their ears, they're not using their arms. They're using their neck. From here, thighs, knees. My gaze is steady. And just like a shoulder stand or a handstand, my legs internally rotate. My tailbone reaches up to my heels. And I'm breathing with a steady gaze. To come out, here, here, and here. What if you're comfortable in your headstand, and you want to start coming up in more of a fancy way? So what did I have to do here to lift my legs and keep straight? Yes.
Arch back a little.
So I took my butt that way, didn't I? If I did not take my then I would be having all the weight of the world in my low back. I
Yeah.
have to cantilever my butt that way to take my feet back. And so from there I go up, and I reverse that to come down. I take my butt back towards Playa Viva. I keep my legs straight. I cantilever. I'm no longer having my butt above my shoulders. And then I bring my feet to the ground. And then I let that sink in.
Yeah.